So my question for you, Dr. Roy, and I'm asking one for myself and for very many young people who are watching. Did you have a list when it came to the wife you wanted for yourself?
Did I have a list?
Yeah.
Like a list, Abu expound on the question.
Like, did you have prerequisites? These are the things I want for my person. Yeah.
I think for me, I dated so many people, so many women. In this generation, you have to be specific. But there are guys who are like, are you playing for that? No. Nah, never, ever. So yeah, I think for me, the prerequisite that I was looking for was someone who could keep me grounded, as much as she's beautiful, and hot. Drop dead gorgeous, 10 out of 10, of course. But then, I wanted someone who could keep me grounded. And it was the season that I was in that I was looking for someone who was serious about God. Yeah, and I think that was one of the biggest turn-ons. As much as she's fly. Yes.
All right. And for you, Dr. Moriah, did you have a list of what you wanted?
No. Okay, yes, Zambian.
Apart from Zambian,
let me tell you, sometimes what you want is so different from what you need.
Okay. Repeat that. Repeat that again.
What you want is very different from what you need. And I think for me, God knew what I needed. Versus, like what I wanted, opposite
of what you have.
Yeah. But God knew what I needed. And every single day of my life, I get to appreciate that when I see my husband like showing up in certain ways or being in certain, I'm like, God knew I needed. Because sometimes I imagine if he's so calm, me, I'm a go get, like, I'm just like, so it's a balance. So I think for me, even I would tell him, I like the love I had. It's like someone put it in my heart. Like, because I never understood why this man, but like, even when someone asks me, why do you love me? Or if you ask me why I love, like, like because of, right? But it was just something that goes. So I believe God orchestrated this whole thing. Yes.
What is one thing you appreciate about your man?
He's very eloquent, number one. He's very clean. He's neat. Like he's cleaner than me. And unfortunately, yeah. And he's also very precise. So he's also organized. Like my husband, when you're traveling, he's just like putting things together. He's like, where is this? He always knows where something is, right? So I love that. He's also patient. He's very kind. He's a great dad to the kids. Yeah, so I appreciate that. About him.
And you, Mr.
And supportive to me so much.
And we'll come to that, especially supporting to you and ministry.
What's the question?
My question was, what is one thing you appreciate about your woman?
I'm not going to say that one.
Okay.
What do I appreciate about her? I appreciate how she's industrious. I appreciate how she's mature for her age. Very wise. I appreciate the good food. Our way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Lazima nikule. Shima is ugali. But they make it very differently. And I think I just appreciate the way she loves also. Yeah. Yeah.
I hear so many people say that dating is so different from marriage. How is marriage for you vis-a-vis dating, and also with the children coming in?
Well, when we were dating, we didn't want to kill each other. Marriage is special because in marriage you can't avoid conflict. Conflict will be there. How you handle conflict is important as well. So yeah, I think there's a very big difference between dating and actual marriage. Yeah.
Wow. And for you, Dr. Moriah?
Yeah, marriage is a covenant, and where there's a covenant, you know that it is serious. Yeah, and people usually say that it's the only institution that gives you a certificate before the graduation. You know why? Because you learn on the job. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank God we have people.
Yeah, you learn on the job. So marriage it needs a lot of intentionality. It needs to have strong foundations. It needs to be built on God. I think anyone who tries to do marriage outside God is doomed automatically. Yeah.
Out loud for the people at the back.
Yeah, because he's the author of marriage. So if you're not using his principles to sustain a marriage, or you're not learning from him how to have a healthy marriage, definitely you're going to apply certain things that will not help your marriage. Yeah, I'm telling you, even the most people that think don't pray, they pray. In marriage, a marriage that is working, trust me, someone must be praying. Someone must be doing the work, praying, putting the work, having the conversations. It is a lot of work, because what happens is you become familiar, and familiarity breeds contempt. So you find most marriages break because they become familiar, so you stop doing the things you used to do that would bring you guys together. You stop honoring your spouse, you stop seeing them as important, because you're with them every time. You're just like, this one, Yeah, but we thank God for marriage. Marriage is beautiful, and it's possible to have a healthy marriage, a good marriage.
Dr. Roy, you just mentioned something, and I want us to delve deep into that. What is the space of accountability and mentorship in marriage? Can you do marriage without?
Can you do marriage without accountability? I think it's possible. And let me give an example. The example is this: there are people who are out there in the world who don't know God, but they operate on godly principles. Some people who are rich, super rich, but they are not Christian, but they follow the principles of God, hard work, giving back to society and things like that. So I'm sure there are also some marriages where they don't have an accountability partner, but they make it work. Okay? But it is more successful when God is in the middle of it. So accountability partners, or having a covering, I feel is very important to learn from people who have gone before, especially if you are a newly wedded couple, at least to know how to navigate, those nitty-gritties of marriage, parenting, intimacy, conflict resolution. So yeah, I think having an accountability, a covering is so important.
Yeah, but I agree to disagree with you, because I don't think that a marriage without some form of accountability can work. And I'm not talking about like every day. Like you just have to be accountable somewhere, even if it's a parent, an uncle. Like there's just some form of accountability that has to be there somewhere. It doesn't have to be a pastor, but just someone, because even the Muslims have sheikhs. Like even in the Indian community, they have people they go to and call, like, oh, my marriage is ABC. So I think accountability is very key in marriage. And I'm not talking about going to people and sharing all your problems with them, no. But there must be someone to keep you in check when you're going the wrong way or you're going astray. Yeah.
Okay. This is a question for both of you. What would you tell me and many others who are not yet married and possibly will get married soon, now that you've stayed together for almost 10 years? What advice do you have for us?
Why are you waiting so long?
No, he's saying because as we've stayed for 10 years.
Okay. I thought okay, sir.
One thing I'll say, like, there's this phrase people are saying that soko ni mbaya. Yeah, and I think one thing I've noticed in this generation is people are not patient. One of my spiritual daughters told me the other day that, they're waiting to marry a rich man, and I said, you will marry the one God has said you will marry, whether they are rich or not. Right? And I'm not saying that we should not want nice things or we should not desire stability, but all I'm saying is that we have to balance it. Money cannot be the reason we get married. What, as Christian women, there is a purpose behind every marriage. So why is God bringing you with this person? To do what? It must be to advance the kingdom of God. There are things that God has destined that you will do together. There are probably some things I would not have been able to do alone if I was not married, right? Yeah, so another thing, to raise children. Children need their mother and their father. So what I'll tell the young people is, be patient. Be patient, number one. Be patient with yourself. There is no time clicking like, oh, you have to get married tomorrow, or the age and all that. Number two, involve God as you seek your partner, and number three, like I said, accountability. Be accountable to someone, be accountable to someone. Someone can see what you can't see. Even your friend. I'm dating this person, and your friend is like, are you sure? Your friend can even point out a red flag before you see it. So have someone in your corner who can see well, mature, who can advise you well. But marriage is a good thing. I think people are being against marriage nowadays. Marriage is a good thing. Marriage is amazing. It has its hardships, but it's fulfilling. Yeah. And also, not everyone is meant to be married. But let's not start that conversation right now.
All right, we'll have that conversation. Truly, we'll come back to that conversation probably in in the next episode. Dr. Roy, what do you have for us? What advice do you have for us, the singles and yet to get married?
I think just know what it is that you're getting into. And understanding the weight of what it is that you're getting into, I think is important when it comes to deciding to get married. Yes.
All right. Let's get into now ministry. So Dr. Moriah, you came to Kenya and you established one of the most powerful ministries here in Kisumu and in Kenya and internationally. It blesses so many of us, I being one of them, and many young people I know. I mean, every Friday, to be honest, Friday is one of my most favorite days because I get to come to Throne Room and we connect. How did you build that space? Where did you start from? How was the journey?
Wow, the journey is, first of all, thank you for that. It's okay, 2020 I moved here, not expecting anything, not planning anything. Like I was so glad that for once, I am in a church. I'm not a leader. I'm nothing. Yani, I'm just in the background. But then I remember that time, me and my husband used to go live on Facebook, and we used to go live on Facebook and just worship. And it's something that we did. So when COVID hit, that time we just used to go live, kidogo. People would say, can we come and join? And they would come to our house and we'd go live. So I remember one time after having my kid, God spoke to me. I felt like God was telling me to invite people into the space, like hire a hall. So I'm like, did I hear right? So I'm like, I sat with it for like a month, but I shared with him. I'm like, babe, I'm hearing God is telling me this. And when God tells you something and you can't sleep, I could not sleep. Like, it's just there. And I'm like, how do I do it? So God led me to talk to someone who said, you know what, we used to meet at Life Ministry, but we've outgrown the place, so you guys can continue. And that's how we got Life Ministry. And from there, we didn't even have a name. We got a name, we got a vision, we got a mission. And that's how it started. So basically, Throne Room is a place God spoke to us about, to just invite people to just encounter God. And that's why we don't do a lot of like programs. Like, it's just a space to discover God and encounter Him for yourself. Then we grew now to start doing keshas, to start doing events, to do others, so many other. It's when God gives you a vision, He doesn't give you the everything, but as you continue walking in obedience, He begins to reveal so much.
And now talking about ministry, Dr. Roy, you are one of the most supportive men I know when it comes to supporting their wives in ministry. How is that for you, supporting from the background?
It's pretty easy because I'm the kind of guy who wants to see his woman flourish. So whatever it is that she wants to do, I support.
And especially with these misconceptions of men should be the leader, should be at the forefront, do you ever feel pressured from the world out here about you also being at the forefront with your wife?